Hey, is Scrombles surrounded? What are you doing?
Scrombles is just driving up the coast back to Navarro because after we robbed it, we're gonna go and kill everyone.
Yeah, hey everybody.
These Knife Fight City people come up. So
Knife Fight
Scrombles
City.
punch.
Yeah, exactly. Hey everybody, welcome to the Courtesy Flush. Tonight we're gonna be playing. What do you call this game? Fucking
Fallout 2.
Fallout Boy 2. Yeah, we're gonna be playing that. And of course, joining me is Mr. Tex, who's on my right.
Hello.
And Mr. Goat, who's on my left. You
Hi
guys can't
there.
see me yet because I'm actually just adjusting some audio, and I don't want to.
Holy shit! These guys are knocking me
Break
around
anything.
with knives. What do they even have? Rippers?
They have something. Hey everybody. So we've been kind of chilling out, just hanging out here, and before the stream started, and it looks like Goat already got into a fight. I believe that's what's happening. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring that up right now, so you guys
They
can
just
see.
get multiple turns on me and kill me. Amazing.
Well,
And he
that's
did-
because they're the GG bad guys.
Yeah, first thing that we see
no
in the stream
foresh-
is a death screen. This
no
is already a good
no
sign.
foreshadowing, no lore, no nothing. Just the few, the proud, the mercenaries. Oh fuck yes,
the
let's kill.
few, the proud.
No, that's what they were saying. They
The
were quoting like
mercenaries.
fucking marine commercial shit.
The few, the proud.
I remember that from the 90s.
Yeah.
Do you remember the dragon commercial?
Oh, I remember a lot
I
of
remember
weird
the dragon commercial and the jungle gym commercial.
Yeah.
Where you had to like fight a dragon in a jungle gym.
I
Yeah.
remember the army one where it was Kid Rock saying "Citizen Soldier" or something like that. It was like a really mixed message.
Yeah.
I was in a theater and I was just looking around and I'm like, I don't know if I want any of these people to be
I remember
citizen
the
soldiers.
ones during the War on Terror that were
That's what it
playing.
was,
Yeah,
yeah.
right before every movie, it would be like
Support our troops.
and then it would be like,
Watch this movie. Support our troops.
if you want to join the National Guard and be deployed for 3 years. It's like, I had a friend of mine.
If you want to join this military organization.
I had a friend of mine that had come back from overseas who was missing legs from an RPG.
Oh yeah.
Mobile infantry made me the man I am today.
He made that joke a lot of times. That was Peg Leg Dave. He made that joke.
Yeah.
He made that joke a lot of times. He's like, the mobile infantry made me the man I am today.
I love that.
He was fucking hilarious. But we were watching one of those movies, and it just at the beginning they had a bunch of those commercials, and he would eat those commercials up, and he's like, yes, sir. You too can find yourself in a whole heap of trouble, facing enemies with weapons that go right through the armor on your tank. You will look surprised as it happens, and you'll do it all for $2,900 a month.
And on top of that, if you're lucky, you might even get a credit card bill.
Yeah, and he was fucking hilarious because he said that when he tried to get out of the army, they tried to sell him. Right as he was trying to get out, someone tried to sell him a fucking car.
His leg was gone at this point.
Yeah, and they're like, man, you need to buy this car as you get out of the army. And he's like, no.
No, I don't think so. That sounds like a trap, sir. Oh man, I ended up buying. I did the army thing. I did one thing in the army that got me into debt, which I paid off. But I did one thing.
What?
I got a $3,000 laptop.
Wow. What a fucking
with
big
Windows Vista on it.
Holy shit.
Hey man, I was about to be deployed, and I didn't have anything to do, and I was like, "Fuck, I need something."
You got something that was actually going to be useful and enriching to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Unbelievable. You should have gotten a fucking busted up
All I
Camaro
kept
with
thinking about was
20%
like,
APR that you couldn't even use.
all I kept thinking about was like, man, I really want to play Knights of the Old Republic.
Oh man.
Oh hey, I guess.
Unfathomable
I would absolutely play Knights of the Old Republic on this stream all the way through.
I've never played it.
I would play it all the way through, no trouble.
Didn't you play this with
Naresar, yeah.
No,
Yeah, Naresar beat it
in like 2019 or some shit?
Yeah.
It's did it 4 times.
It's a good game. It's always worth a replay.
What about the second one?
Sure, no problem.
What do you think of the second one?
Not as good or pure as the first
no.
one, but it's not terrible.
The few,
terrible.
the proud, the
No.
mercenaries.
Yeah, I'm fucking outie.
Hey, how's it going? The Windows Vista Cruiser. It was some sort of Acer thing. It was huge. It was a bigger monitor than the one that I have on my work laptop. It was like an entertainment kind of system with like multiple ports and stuff, like, because I wanted to watch DVDs and all that stuff. This was 2007. That was, DVDs were at the height still.
Fuck yeah, we're gonna fight some Alamouse. Ooh, we can hear some sounds coming from the caves.
That we can. Hello. KOTOR is sweet, Keith. KOTOR is incredibly sweet.
It's incredibly sweet.
You know, I can pretty much kind of guess what age a person is by just them saying sweet. I'm like, yeah, I feel it. I feel it.
How's your knee?
Yeah, me too, buddy. Me too. What's going on there? Because I think sweet was like in the 80s. It started in the 80s. I just remember MacGyver saying it.
What the fuck? How does this guy have all those action? Oh, they get double turns, because of course they do.
They're an alien.
No, everyone gets fucking double turns except for fucking me.
Why?
Because fuck you. Fuck you.
Wait, what's going on? I don't understand. Tell me, break down why you cannot have double turns so I can understand.
That's just how the game is set up. You have a turn, you have a go, and then the enemy has a go, and then the enemy has a go again, because they win initiative almost always, even with my maxed out bullshit agility.
Oh, okay. So there's like a cap.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm getting irradiated by these fucks. Wow, that's great.
Oh yeah, this is Square made a good petite quote for Van Zant Militia. Say, join the Van Zant Militia, go to exotic worlds, come back with more or less limbs than you started with.
I agree.
Yeah, as the professor with his one arm is standing right over there, actually.
you know, you get nice little things here and there. Little things in your travels. I'm going to get up here in a minute and start making curry.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
But I needed to get my ingredients out first.
You know what's funny is I put the text crossing on my other computer.
I can low crawl.
I could just move the thing over.
I can low crawl.
Don't.
Yeah, if you low crawl, they'll see you.
Oh. That's fair.
If you literally walk, no one will all they'll see is a robe.
That's fair.
It's quite because it's zoomed in on us.
Or
But I could just
put
literally
Times Scrombles King.
Yeah, I could do that. It's not a problem. I do have the standby the text crossing that Mecha made, but I put it on my computer and not the one I stream in here with, which is where I need it because I'm smart.
Oh, and I know that KOTOR trip where you don't level your main character until you reach Dantooine and start your Jedi training, so all your levels can be Jedi levels. You can also do the other way, which is power level early and make Gunslinger Jedi.
So
it's Kenobin time.
So do you want to see how quickly you can do that?
I don't know.
How long would it take you to super level a Jedi?
I don't know. I have no idea.
We used your tactic with Nick later in the game, but we didn't do it early.
Fuck yeah, level up.
Oh, there's all sorts of messed up ways to beat that.
Okay.
It's a gun. It's a fun game.
I'm gonna do a blatant fucking exploit and take mentats before leveling up.
Raider says, I missed the groin shots in the other Fallouts.
Oh, well, they're not that good in this one anymore, unfortunately. All right, let's see. Unarmed. Fuck.
Oh yeah, if they made KOTOR now, it would be very similar probably to that game I played, Fallen Order, but with more Mass Effect stuff. I really am tired of seeing Mass Effect stuff at this point. Their animations, they don't change them. They use the same ones. Can you guys mocap? You have all the money in more money than any of us will ever have, and you can't mocap people after 12 years? Come on.
No, they want to fucking be cheap with Andromeda and shit.
I know. Well, yeah. No, Mass Effect
margin.
1 was 2007, 2006, somewhere in there, and they've been using those animations all the way through every game they've made till now.
Yeah. How dare you? How dare you expect companies to reinvest and?
Hey, I don't mind you using those animations again, but don't keep reusing them.
Go fuck yourself, Mike.
You're right, I should.
Am I still irradiated? No.
Yeah, Swish, you can come back with more limbs. It's easy. That's what robot stuff is all for.
Or you just take from the enemy,
Yeah, exactly.
Right, let's check out this cave.
Just look like some really,
Oh, fuck yeah.
Are these friends?
No.
No.
That was a one-time thing.
Okay, that was a one-time thing? Okay, I didn't think you were Scrombles made friends with all Deathclaws.
That would have been too cool for this game, unfortunately.
Just like that scene in Predator with Schwarzenegger doing the muscle thing. But you're
Yeah.
doing it with the
Death claw.
death claw.
Fuck yeah.
Death claw, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, that would have been too cool for this game, unfortunately.
Yeah.
However, we somehow aggro all of them, so we're probably just going to kill like one and then run away. Oh yes, computer, please do move all of these death claws. I got all night.
Before I joined, I couldn't stand on my own 2 feet, but thanks to poor reactor shielding, now I have 4.
Now I skitter around.
They call me Skitter Jones. My name's not even Jones. Naresar says he wants to see you play a Jedi gunslinger. Well, considering like we had a great time with that game. Oh my god, that was beautiful, Goat. Well done.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's metal as shit.
That's very metal. I know.
Okay, now they're not aggroed. Let's save.
Don't tell me 4 is going to reuse these Dude, they've been reusing these animations in the Old Republic and all this other stuff. Not the Knights of the Old Republic, but... like,
Real guns are cool.
mocap back then was expensive. I get it. Mocap now is not. You can get mocap for $3,000. I think they can afford that. That's the cheapest. Like, hot, decent quality you could get.
How dare you expect quality in AAA video games these
I know, I'm
days.
sorry.
Yeah, see, they get the double fucking move. Because fuck me, I guess. Headshot. Yeah!
Yeah, Beboppin' 2 says, thanks for all the fun, y'all. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Beboppin'. 21 months, man.
I think they put these Deathclaw
Thanks a lot.
caves so you could just power level through the end game.
Well, yeah, because I'm assuming that the game testers were probably telling them, like, dude, your game is too hard. And they're all like, what? I can't hear you.
Can't hear you over the 50 Deathclaw cave you can find at level 1.
It's funny, during the live stream, people were asking about the Van Sant Militia. Like, is there Van Sant Militia stuff in the Kickstarter? And they're like, no.
Yeah, well, it's almost like it's more interesting.
Oh, don't say that.
I will shit on CGL. That's what I do.
But what I'm going to do is I'm going to instead say that I am indeed going to write a Van Sant TRO. And if they don't want to publish it, I will.
Okay.
It'll be
Van
fun.
Sant, the
TRO, it's
technical readout.
Yeah, and it's gonna be like a bit of history.
Okay,
and-
so let me ask you this, because every TRO is got like a massive library of things that comes with it. I am curious. Can you give us a hint as to one of the things that you will find in this TRO?
There's gonna be a cookbook in there. It's gonna have like it's also gonna have diagrams and doodles and notes, because it's gonna be a manual that somebody put together from all the wisdom of like a few hundred years of nutbags. So it's just like we're gonna have like in the quarter of one page like, here's how you figure out saturation for chemical gas and artillery. And it's like the diagram, but then it has like the guy saying like, you know, just like little notes. Like, it'll stain helmets black. That's how you know you have used enough chemical gas. You know, like just little handwritten weird notes like that.
Yeah.
Like you'd find in a military journal, you know, so all the fine little weird stuff.
Is there going to be a technical readout for like a PT boat?
No, this is going to be like Van Sant.
With a PPC on it? Like,
well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to challenge the guys in the Black Pants Legion to design vehicles using the vehicle designer rules. So it'll be legitimate vehicles using the vehicle designer rules. And then we'll have Eldonius draw the official art for it because he's a CGL artist. So we'll just have all this art done in these vehicles, and then we'll come up with fun little descriptions. Most of the Van Sant military is not mechs, so there's going to be a lot of stuff like crop dusters that have been repurposed to drop napalm.
I might have to learn the vehicle design rules for BattleTech. I've been doing it for Traveler. It's been fucking hilarious. They have gravity, like anti-gravity vehicles in BattleTech, don't they? Like hovercraft.
They have hovercraft, but it's not a grav.
Okay. Either way, I might want to try to figure out how to make the Death Clock murder cycle where it has like 2 sidecars on each side.
Yeah, no, that's cool. You could say that like
Air cavalry.
No, you could say that like, and we come up with a history. You say like these used to be fairly commonly used by gangs that used to like rob liquor stores.
Oh yeah.
You know, and they were
Something
like
really specific like that.
yeah, just something really really specific, saying like yeah these hovercraft bikes were used quite frequently by raiders to rob liquor
Raiders.
stores.
The
and
liquor
this-
store wars of 02.
I want to actually write citations all throughout it, so it has like citation. It'll be like liquor store wars of 2851, and it's like what? Like there's obviously books in the universe that refer
Yeah.
to this.
That's actually a pretty great idea. A lot of people look like they're really excited to see something like that.
Well, I want to show what asymmetry.
You got it, boss. That's all.
Well, I want to see what asymmetry looks like in BattleTech. I want to
Yeah.
show people that, like, hey, instead of having, here's the biggest, baddest, coolest mechs with the customest weapons and the most high-end stuff, it's like, here's how guys out in the middle of nowhere defend their territory. Here's the weird tanks they use. Here's the weird technical vehicles they like. Here's the weird tactics they use.
Yeah, even Square says Field Manual Van Zant starts out reading about the plant's history. 3 paragraphs in, it becomes a banana bread recipe.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
It's like I want it to
That's
have the
Van Zandt.
anyone who has ever read the local history of an area will find inevitably there is a local history book written that is just like that, where it says here, well, it's big times have come to Schittsburg ever since the interstate came through, and let me tell you about Martha Mabel's famous pecan pie recipe. It goes into stuff like that, so we want to make it very folksy. But we'll throw stuff in there like, hey, here's how to make brisket. And we'll put in like memes brisket recipe.
Yeah.
We'll like put in a component, here's how to make brisket.
yeah,
Like,
for real. Not just like, hey, it's a
I'm
joke.
no, it's not going to be like a food pun joke. It's going to be like, here's how to make no bullshit brisket, like for cheap. Like, here's how to make cheap good eats. Here's how to make
That's actually pretty
cocktails.
clever, considering that a lot of gamers tend to be not too good at cooking.
Well, that's the thing is
I'm generalizing there.
I'm
but,
gonna put in some crock pot recipes, and it's gonna be like I'm gonna call them heat sink recipes, where it's obvious that someone has like put a crock pot down in the engine space, and then by the end of a battle is like stew.
Yeah, so that way at the end of the battle they feel just as home and comfy as Van Zant allows.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a lot of fun little stuff in there. We're gonna try to add a lot of little flavor in there, and then we'll have some custom mechs. I have a really cool idea for a hunchback. It's a Van Zant local design, and it only has 2 medium lasers, because it has a tower shield and a gladius.
Wait, like a sword and a shield.
Yeah,
Okay.
Like the
yeah.
Roman.
Yeah,
I was
like
thinking it was
a
like a missile system.
No,
I was
and
like, wait.
so I described this to the 3D modeler, and they're like, "Why?" And I said, "Well, it was a tie-in for a restaurant.
No.
It was like what stood out in front of the restaurant, and the guy had like a Roman
Space
theme.
Little
Yeah,
Caesars.
so it was like a Little Caesars like mascot, and then they were like, "Is that sword real?" And they're like, "Well, yeah, it's made out of steel." And they're like, "Fuck it," and the militia uses it.
They requisitioned it
Pretty
in
much.
the War of 82 or
Well, no,
whatever.
they requisitioned it because the place went like bankrupt, and the guy wouldn't move it, and the state reclaimed it. They're like, "Fine, we're taking this."
Oh yeah, Keith says I make an amazing smoked brisket. Yeah, I'm a little overgeneralizing by saying that, but most like people who just generally just are into gaming don't typically have like a lot of cook. They know how to cook like one really good dish. You know?
Yeah, well, what I was thinking,
I'm that way with spaghetti. I
well,
feel.
that's what I was thinking is putting in a bunch of weird little recipes throughout the book
Yeah.
where it looks like when because I want it to look like when they photocopied this manual, accidentally bits of other people's scrapbooks fell in from the militia. So there's like weird photos of stuff, where it'll be like there'll be a whole description where it looks like they started writing a whole paragraph on the importance of safety, but then there's a photo taped over it of somebody doing something incredibly unsafe but cool. And it's like, yeah, all right.
Yeah, I'd be down with that.
Oh, motherfucker.
Square says we defended the township from the clanners by sticking the Kerensky napkin on an old Jenkins crop duster that we put in a fusion reaction in, and we flew it around, daring them to shoot it down.
Yeah, that's the thing is like we're gonna write I'm going to write 3 different historical opinions on the Kerensky napkin. Like, different historians have visited it.
They have different schools of thought at this
Different
point.
schools of thought and divergent schools of thought of Kerensky artifacts. And so it is for legitimate purposes, for the sake of lore, I'm going to say yes, that napkin is Kerensky wrote that before he left. And it's just a little small thing that somebody touched. It'd be like saying MacArthur put his cigarette out in this ashtray when he came to this small town. General MacArthur did that. Oh my God, we have this ashtray now preserved. It's what small towns do. They'll say, "Oh man, did you know that Shakespeare once had a beer at that place?" And it will be like, wow. So little places will do that. And so one of the things that Vanzant has to deal with is occasionally Clanner tourists coming to see the napkin.
Yeah, this huge dude comes in with like a business suit that's straining at the seams.
Yeah,
like just some guy looking like Mr. Incredible coming up. He's like, "Hello,
I would like hash browns. Oh, what is this frame paper object that happens to be next to my seat?
I shall take a photograph."
This is mildly interesting to me.
Tell me more about its provenance.
Yeah, he's got like a Polaroid camera, but it's like it's smaller than his hand, so he's got to do like a little.
Yeah, and then you see like the interview with the police out front, and he's like, "Well, we know the Clanners are visiting, and we realize that if we out them, they'll kill all of us."
Holy shit! Is that a Clanner dropship back there?
Yeah,
don't fucking talk
they're
about
like, "Larry, don't point." Like they're just they really think they're sneaking in here. You
just zoom out, like extreme zoom out. It's just the dropship in the parking lot.
Yeah, and as it takes off, the little paper banner they have that has like a really bad Steiner fist on it comes off, and it shows like Jade Falcon as it leaves. And they're like, they're just really bad at it.
Normal corporate consortium.
I am here from Business Corp.
Yeah, no, Standard Business Corp.
I am here from Standard Business Corp, and I am here to purchase the moons over my hammy. I have driven very far. Allow me to take a picture with this napkin. For the children, you understand. Back home in the family I possess. Click. I was not born in a tube. Leaves.
Yeah, that's the one thing that I find really interesting is that they're very warlike, but let me just say, if you get them in like Vegas or something, the crack's gonna show, man. They'll be able to, they'll just know how to play all the cards.
Mr. Unicorn Walls says Clan Goliath Scorpion had a vision of the napkin. They're just like, I have seen it.
I have seen it.
Yeah, just imagine a bunch of Clan Elemental tourists, like just wearing like, like a hoodie and a baseball cap and sunglasses.
Or like Hawaiian shirt.
They all look like fucking the Unabomber.
And they all nod at each other. They're just like a solemn nod. Just,
They all walk in perfect lockstep.
I am here to enjoy this vacation.
It's like, yeah, well, aside from their size and the fact that they use dropship, they all lock in a line formation, which is weird.
Yeah, and then you see, you have a bunch of interviews with the local farmers, and this guy's like, one guy came at me and he said, how many eggs you got? And I said a bunch, and he ate half the eggs I have. He left me a solid block of germanium as payment. I'm going to take that down to the assay office, see if I can get a tractor or something.
You know what's funny is that could either be a Clanner or Ron Swanson.
True.
I will pay you in a solid block of germanium. Where do you have that? That's not your business.
That's the thing. That's what a Clanner would do, though. It's just like, yes, this is a fine breakfast. I will pay with it. And they reach into their pocket and they're like, is this correct currency? And they have like Starlink bills.
He gave me so much germanium that I could buy 3 star systems. I don't need that much money, man.
Yeah, I just put it back in the charity box. And you see like the charity box.
The Red Cross now has its own army.
Yeah, you're like, the Vanzant charity box has just like all sorts of, there's like barrels of cocaine and all sorts of stuff in there, and they're like, they stopped picking it up a while back. They said something about war crimes. We keep trying to give to the needy people, but they don't pick up nothing. Yeah, we're going to have, Van Zandt is just a bunch of rednecks. It is an ocean of rednecks and all sorts of weird fun people that are harmless but weird.
Yeah.
If you've ever listened to like A Prairie Home Companion, where he talks about Lake Woebegone, like he has created this fictional place that is just rural Americana. That's Van Zandt in many ways. And then I started grabbing little countries that I liked and little populations and cultures and slapped them in there like a Civ game. And so they're going to be pretty fun because it's going to be a TRO that makes you realize that not all interesting places in BattleTech actually have even a functional government.
No, and a lot of them don't need it.
Well, it's one of those things where it's a really weird little pastiche of things, but it's like 50 dogs in a trench coat. It does not function as a government, but it's a really fun little
slice
little
of the inner sphere.
It's fun to do that. I find that a lot of people, when they write anything, try to write something homogenous, and they're like, "Welcome to Planet Weeb," and I'm like, "That's neat and all to have Sword Fight Planet, but." Like, give me something interesting.
Well, the other thing is you gotta be able to have filler material in there. Like every setting needs like its Hufflepuff region, where it's just it's there to fill it out. Not everything has to be interesting all the time. Not everything has to be interacted with. Also gives you room to develop stuff in later. Otherwise, you have like shit like the Remembered Realms.
Yeah, now Naresar asks. Text, does anyone in BattleTech have a functional government? I watched my BattleTech 101 video, and the answer is most of the time, most of them work.
Kind of.
But for different reasons. And so, like...
Yeah, if you're a tourist, it's probably great.
Yeah, like...
But if you have to live there, you better be 100% committed.
But that's like... Well, Van Zandt is the equivalent of, like, in BattleTech, people have asked where it is, and I do have a location for it, but I would have to get the writer's blessing to place it in the universe, so I don't want to say anything.
Yeah.
But it's the equivalent of something that's gotten lost. It's the equivalent of, like, a half floor in an apartment building.
Yeah.
It's the equivalent of a half stop off a train track. It's one of those things that got deliberately misplaced.
Yeah, you've ever been on a train and you go past a train stop that looks like no one's been on for like almost 100 years before? Have you ever seen anything like that before?
Yeah.
But it still functions.
Yeah.
People still get off on it.
It's weird.
What's the Van Zandt variation of pot roast?
It's probably whatever fits in the pot will be made into a roast.
Catch of the day.
Yeah, catch
Like,
of the day.
what do you mean catch of the day? The ocean's like almost 700 miles
I
that
said
way.
catch of the day, damn it.
All right.
What's
Said
in the
anything
pot
about
roast?
fish?
What's yeah?
Just because the water's muddy don't mean it ain't got no fish in it.
Just be like, dynamite raises all things into brisket.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah, it's probably like an underground river or something that they just like, you have fishing holes, and it's just like a hole they dug into the ground to grab these fish out of this underground river because going down there sucks.
Well, one of the things I pointed out is I was talking about fun things to write in the setting, and I said Van Zandt has nukes, and someone said, well, nukes are really not common in the setting anymore, and da-da-da-da-da. And I said, no. They're not like normal BattleTech nukes, and I can shoot them from any point on the planet and shoot anywhere in the solar system and kill stuff. Space sci-fi nukes. It has like 1960s nukes.
Yeah.
So it's just like, hey, if you don't leave, I'll fuel up that plane, and I'll put that giant egg in it. I'll come flying around and I'll drop a gravity bomb on you. That's like 50
It'll look
megatons.
like Dr. Strangelove real
Exactly.
fast.
It doesn't. It's they have nukes, but not in the sense of a strategically viable weapon in the BattleTech setting. It's like, come down here and fight us. It's really small thinking.
Yeah, Van Zandt sounds almost like an urban legend. That's what Caleb says.
Pretty much.
It's a cryptid.
It is. I want it to be one of those places that's fabled and weird.
Yeah. That's honestly what makes it interesting.
Well, I just want to be like, you know, if you land on the planet, you may be dealing with one of 50 governments, and none of them get along. So it's just like, you could land and be like, well, I had an agreement with the government. Yeah, that was then. This is a different government.
You phone who dis?
Whoa. Dalton, thanks for the hey man, thanks for the courtesy. I love the
Well, I could tell
Yeah.
people about one faction I wrote in the solar system that should be fun.
yeah.
I decided to embrace the meme and the joke. There is a mining union and corporation that owns all of the land on the remaining satellite of Van Zandt. There's one that's destroyed, a satellite that's been destroyed and broken up, but they own the mining rights and thus the plurality of the moon. And because they're a mining union, everyone on the planet terrestrial side calls them the Soviet Moonion.
Yeah.
And so the people who are up there are like, that's really not nice. And they're like, well, are you collectivists? And they're like, well, yes, we work together to
Yeah.
mine. And they're like, yeah, that's what I thought, space commies. So, yeah, they have the Soviet Moonion, and they shit on them. But it's that same equivalent of pointing down the road to the next town over and going like, oh, those guys are real lunatics, you know?
Yeah.
Because they're
Oh, yeah, you don't wanna
slightly-
go down to
yeah,
Shelby, man.
don't go down there. They're crazy.
They go to church at 10 a.m. instead of 11 a.m.
That's crazy. Those
Wow.
people, man.
The most reliable mechs are the 2 urban mechs that were dropped off by some Comstar reps purely as a PR stunt. Yeah, it's it's like the thing where you ever see like an old rusted car in someone's fucking grass? It's got tall. That's what those urban mechs look like.
Oh yeah, like everything's broken in Van Zandt. Nothing works well.
There's like a bunch of banners hanging in between them. It's like "Welcome to Town" or like a town festival, and it's they're like it's like that dinosaur landmark that's out in the middle of. I think it's on Route 66.
Mm.
Yeah,
Or the one in Utah?
yeah, I think so. I live near a Shelby, so this is hitting close. Yeah, it's funny. I just picked a random sounding name from a town. It's like, yeah, man, those people in Shelby, man, fucking crazy.
No, I just like the idea of like the polity governments of Van Zandt being a very upset small town meeting whenever they meet. So everyone's in there and everyone's just yelling and they're like, okay, I agree. Let's not destroy the post office. And then that's the only thing they agree on that year.
No postal service needs to be destroyed just because
Look, I understand.
we need mail.
Well, that's what I mean. Is it's a small town. It has all of that aggression.
Damn it, he's right. We do need the mail.
It's a provisional government in its 300 and some odd year of provision that has never agreed to form a functional permanent government. Because every time it comes close to that
Oh,
charter,
yeah.
somebody is like, "Well, what if?"
It's kind of like Bejor.
It's worse.
Yeah, I know.
For like-
well,
no, it's
because
just-
Bejor at least has the Federation.
No, they do, it's one of those things where it's like shit or get off the pot. They can never agree to form a government for all.
It's the 10-year engagement.
It's one of those things of here comes the airplane.
Here comes the airplane.
Ah, yes, Mike has gotten out his keytar.
I have gotten out. And I can still hear myself here. Let me pull this over here. There we go. Go, go, go. Go,
Yes.
Go, 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 go.
Well, you got to keep it atonal, dude, because the thing does the tone for you.
Oh, that's right. I gotta stop doing that.
There you go. That's how you do it. Now that's disco.
Let me just bring up some.
Work
Oh,
it
I-
harder, make us better. Do
I
it
know.
faster, makes us stronger.
Oh yes, the song. I do know that song. I don't know how to play it, and I don't care to listen to it because it's an earworm.
Well, yeah, I remember you told me. I remember, like, I think the first time we road tripped together, and I had Get Lucky playing, and you're like, you just looked at me, you're like, go, can you skip that, please? I was like, yeah, sure. And it's like, yeah, when you worked some other job that was playing constantly
Yeah,
at your
they-
workplace.
Dude, they wouldn't stop playing all that crap for whatever reason.
I'm just glad I never had to deal with Christmas music playing at a workplace.
Me too, dude. Anyway, let me read some fine comments here. Hell yeah. All right.
Yeah. See, I have like -% chance to hit, but it only has to land close enough.
Okay, what are we gonna do?
I have the most important question about Van Zant. Is there or has there ever been a Waffle House? It can't be off a real highway off the ramp. Waffle House. At least 2 people have been shot.
I imagine that, like, imagine if the news in Van Zant was auto-tuned. Imagine if, like, there were no, and it's not by design, by
No.
design, but it's because, like, that's the only guy who does it is like a DJ who does the news.
He
So-
refuses not to.
yeah,
auto-tune
he said,
it.
"I'll do the news, but I'm gonna use my equipment the whole time. I insist."
And now the news.
And now the news, and yeah,
5
so
people were killed.
Mike,
in a
see if you could
derailment
do the
today.
news, but to a tune.
Good evening and welcome to the 8 o'clock news. Tonight we're going to be talking about some really serious stuff. So don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. I was off key and I'm sorry for that. Now we're back to our regular scheduled program. I'm running out of things to say. That's the end of our broadcast. Good night, everyone.
That would be good.
Don't forget to try pumpkin pie down by Flo's Diner tonight.
That would be great.
The Klan has invaded another system, and 65 people have died, and so now we must recruit more people to the front.
Son of a bitch.
If a Waffle House is open, you can really call it an invasion.
That's fair. I agree.
He's just in a cave killing all kinds of geckos. And he's stabbing them with his... Actually, you're not getting stabbed. You're the one getting bit.
Indeed.
He shot that gecko right in the face. So, he can get all the experience.
Indeed. Can you make chat visible to me?
No.
Oh.
I don't have the technology.
Really?
I currently lack the technology because the laptop I was using finally died. It was really old, and it was about time.
I see. Off to meet the great Best Buy in the sky. Or no, what was the name of that Best Buy equivalent, but it was red, that got shut down in 2008?
Circuit City.
Yeah, the great Circuit City in the sky.
Circuit City, where to get it.
Wow.
Yeah, the laptop finally died, but that's okay.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing. When it comes down to, like, Van Zant, people are like, how easy is it to immigrate to Van Zant? You're a citizen. You're a citizen when the tax man finds you. If the tax man finds you and you don't pay taxes,
You're
then
fucked.
you're in trouble. But yeah,
You
it's
better pay those taxes.
Yeah.
It's not common for you.
no, it's just like as soon as you pay taxes, you're a citizen, even if you leave. They're just like, nope,
What
you're
was
on.
the tax rate in wait, this doesn't even sound
What?
Anyway, what's the tax rate in Van Zant?
It depends.
That doesn't sound really reassuring.
Nope. It depends on the plurality. There's like 50 different little countries.
I can't tell if anyone's in conflict because nobody communicates clearly on Van Zant.
No, it's most people like agree on one thing, and that's that trade is better than shooting. That's about all they agree to.
Well, yeah. I mean, do you really want to live in an active war zone forever? Nobody does.
That's pretty much what they agreed to. Past that point, no dice.
Yeah, that's the thing with BattleTech. It's like, yeah, where the wars happen and stuff, that's the fun part of the game. But then it's like the rest of the people living there are like, dude, I just want to live in Space Vegas, you know? They just want to sell cars on a moon or something. They don't want to fucking
sell patio furniture by the highway.
Yeah, exactly.
Good question. What tank does the taxman drive?
That's a good point.
Well, what's funny is they couldn't do away.
motherfucker.
They couldn't do away with the tax office. You know, they tried. They couldn't. So but they could rename it. So they named it the Bureau of Taxation and Theft.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, so I wrote that into the lore. Like, they couldn't get rid of the office because of how it was worded in the government. But they could rename it. So they just keep renaming offices they don't like into more derogatory names.
God damn it, we didn't retain the Enclaves, the save where we had actually cleared Navarro somehow. So I gotta redo that shit. So this time I'm gonna actually just kill everyone. But we're gonna raid the armory and get the nicer power armor.
Okay.
We're gonna secure the vertebrate plans first, and then everything else we'll come back and kill everyone. Yes.
In the town next to me, and next to mine, the Circuit City shut down and got turned into a church, which reminds me of a theory about Terry Davis and Temple OS.
I've heard that theory.
Yeah.
I've heard that one.
Hey,
I know
man.
exactly what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Creating the kingdom of heaven on earth through the inspiration of God as interpreted by Temple OS.
Love come first. Yeah. Fuck yes.
I think that the taxman on Van Zandt is probably very terrifying. It's probably someone who just is like Kingpin from Daredevil. And it's just like, yes, sold a lot of peaches, I believe.
Vincent D'Onofrio plays the character.
Just comes in and he's like, seems you have a lot of peaches here. Very succulent peaches.
Very
sweet business, is it?
I need those peaches
And then he
for my gallery.
And then he takes 10% of them. And then he's like, thank you.
You will be compensated for your work. Thank you.
And then leaves.
I love. That's the only part of Daredevil that was any good was the first season. And apparently the very last one. We watched half of the second season, me and Tex, and we just it got too weird. It got too magical. I like it when he was just fighting weird rich people. That just I like the more Batman angle than I do like magic and dragons fighting people with superhero stuff. I mean, it's cool, but.
Also, the most dangerous group on Van Zandt isn't the police, but it's actually the mail service.
Why the mail service?
Because that nothing shall stop their rounds thing is literal. No one's ever lost a package.
Hey, look, there's our friend.
It's against the law.
Well, yeah.
There's no misplaced mail. So just imagine, you see some guy chasing after you for 10, 20
he's driving
miles.
one of those like USPS mail trucks.
Yeah, it just drives up. Guy gets out looking like the postman from the movie, and he's like, "You have a package. Please sign." And you're like, "What? Why is there blood on the mail truck?" Don't worry about it. Nothing stops the mail.
Nothing stops the mail, apparently. Do they have their own mechs, you think?
No, not for mail delivery.
Not for mail. I mean, the mail service, because you know how they have machine guns.
No.
You don't think they have you don't think they have an Atlas back there?
Oh no. It's I think that it's like I don't want to do the thing where everything's mechs and BattleTech.
No, that's actually a good plan. I like that.
Because I want to definitely show the mail service is a bunch of armed lunatics and is technically a paramilitary, as is the police service. A lot of the civic services are paramilitaries, like you would see in a less developed part of the world.
Yeah. All right, so you got the vertibird plans.
No, not yet. I'm gonna get that. Right now, I'm just looting this place for stuff. I'm gonna fix the doggy, and we'll see if he gets blown the fuck up this time again. Figaro, Figaro. That's useless. So the vertibird plans are in that hangar, I think.
Yeah, Scromble smash. Oh yeah, here we go. Thanks for the. I see here. No mech, just fusion powered Grumman LLVs.
Yeah, the Grumman LLV,
Yeah.
long life vehicle mail truck that they can't get rid of.
Yeah. Scrombles is smashing. Actually, Goat currently Goat went into a cave filled with death claws and just destroyed every single one of them.
Hey,
Then he went to a cave full of geckos and then he destroyed every single one of them.
And now I'm at the Enclave base.
Yeah. And now he's at the Enclave base, which is something he's already done before, but he's redoing it again. I'm guessing because what happened last time?
We fucking did it, but the save file didn't carry over for some reason.
Ah, okay.
So we're having to redo.
Because I remember doing all this, I just don't remember
yeah.
what had happened there. That's all right.
And there's
It
a way where
happens.
you can just distract the technician guy, and we could do it as Scrombles. So I need to find out as dumb Scrombles. Right now we're being smart Scrombles for a bit because I wanted some extra skill points, and I just want to get through this. I might just say fuck it and just kill them all.
Oh yeah, he's like, I don't know about no vertibird plans, man.
Yeah, we're just gonna kill him.
What? Oh, you're just gonna kill him?
We're just gonna kill him. We're just gonna shoot our way out of this. And if that doesn't work, we'll figure something else out.
Oh.
So there we go.
You know, Raw could lose his head. Okay, yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Hey, look at that. You got the plans.
Thanks, dipshit. Alright, let's try killing everyone.
All right, time to end the Enclave.
Well, this is just their forward base.
Ah. No witnesses.
Scrombles, no scorpion.
It's Scorpion time.
It's Scorpion time, and then he scorped all over those guys. Even the technicians are pulling guns out and coming for us. This is great. This is gonna be sick. You ready, bitch?
No, I'm not.
No, I'm terrified.
Yeah! Breaking the law. But yeah, we just rookie our way into getting the vertibird plans.
Yeah. The best way to do it.
Damn.
That man appears to have been bisected.
Indeed. He got shot twice in the eyes with a Gauss rifle. I don't
Ah.
care how strong your armor is.
Pow. The guy was talking so much shit, and then you shot him in the face.
Yep.
Man, the Enclave, even their scientists are just like, nah, man.
Yeah, they're ready to throw down for America, man.
I'm fucking blind here. Yeah, you're getting shot in the eyes with a Gauss rifle.
Yeah.
Oh, Shoot, now they're hitting me.
Lower the shields. Their bullets can't hurt me.
Lower the shields, Captain. Their weapons can't hurt me. Uncomfortably buff Riker. The tech's just shooting his own guys in the back. This motherfucker's hit hard. Uh-oh. Good thing we got, like, pretty much unlimited stim packs.
So you're all drugged out and ready to go, huh?
Oh, yeah.
I don't.
Time to do drugs. Oh, it's good time now.
You know, I wonder, since the stim packs cause metabolic acceleration to heal the wounds quickly, does it make you shit yourself?
Probably.
Alright, so we got 8 action points. Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah, Scrombles throws like a girl.
Next up, it's going to be Mike in Fallout 3.
Yeah. What am I gonna do in Fallout 3?
Well, we need to get some quality of life mods and probably some gun mods that you like. You know, it's probably a good idea.
Well, like what direction do you want me to take?
Whatever you want, man.
Okay.
It's Fallout 3.
Oh, holy
Whoa,
shit!
that's awesome.
Yeah! I'm not even mad.
That's
That was metal.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
The wasteland.
Alright, let's try that again.
Didn't your village die?
They kidnapped everyone, but it's not dead yet.
They put the whole village in a bag, see? They put the clappers on them.
You know, we're gonna try to hit this from the. We'll try to clear out the sub level. It's more choke pointy. Nice arpeggio. Let's fucking do this. Let's rock. Oh yeah, you know what? Let's fix the doggy. Alright, let's go. Let's see, where do I start? I wonder if I can blow up that reactor.
It's a possibility.
That's an air. Oh no, it's already broken.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a federal facility, all right. Yeah, we'll kill the armory guy first. That's what we're starting with. Hi there.
Hi there. Shoots him in the face.
You've been retired.
Here's
Wow.
your DD-214. Point blank gunfights. Where's the dog?
Let's see here. That was a very melty crit, dude.
It was extremely melty.
I forget which fighting game is the retired. Oh yeah, I see. Retired.
This guy fucking karate kicked me in the back. What a badass. Maybe they'll give him the Medal of Honor.
They will not.
Shit. This guy fucking punched me in the back. Alright. Don't worry, I won't die quick at all. Oh, fuck, man. Dilbert over here shot me across the hallway.
He's like, oh, the printer's jammed again. I know that's not the humor, but every time I read a Dilbert comic, all I keep thinking is, it's like, just say the fucking printer's dead or whatever and get the punchline done. Don't hate Dilbert. Well, there's a certain point in the 90s where it was all over the place, and I just got tired of seeing it.
Most of the Dilbert comics I saw, it should have just been entitled "Dead Inside" and I work in a cubicle. Like I get it. I've been in a cube farm before. It sucks, but I wouldn't bitch about it for 20 years with a comic. I would just be like, man, you know, it is dehumanizing, but there are other things to complain about.
Yeah.
Boom. Never gets old. How about we just break their computer? Shit. Oh, okay.
Dynamite it.
I don't think that'll do anything, but we'll try.
It'll make us feel better.
That is true. God fucking damn it. Will you keep the door open long enough for my dog to come out?
The doors are automated.
I don't have any dynamite on me. Oh well.
But it's like when it comes down to like some comics, like I similarly don't like Peanuts because I'm like, when are these kids gonna learn that like stop bullying Charlie Brown?
Yeah.
Never.
What the fuck did Charlie Brown do to you?
Yeah, I was like, what did Charlie Brown do?
They
to
bullied
the-
that kid for like 60 years.
Yeah, like that's a rough childhood. 60 years of bullying.
Like, holy shit, that kid is fucking... They're like, oh man, Charlie Brown, how do you feel? I'm dead inside.
Yeah, no shit.
And then they just throw a football at his face and they shut up.
There we go. Thank you, Fob.
Nah, they don't say it like that.
Let's see. We're gonna try to wipe out the surface level.
Yeah, that just sums up Dilbert real good. Yeah, dynamite restores morale, goat.
We're gonna do some fucking tunnel rat shit. We're gonna just like hit and run, pop them up on this level, go down, pop up on the other one. It's gonna be great. Uh-oh, did I just find an exploit? Yeah, I did.
Yeah, old Chuck's gonna take his snap one day. Bullied in the time warp.
Come on. Yeah.
Ascension Pack of Cigarettes says, remember, the Enclave are just metal roachmen. This has been an Enclave fact.
Enclave facts.
Yes.
Did you know that the Enclave is still a two-party system?
Oh my gosh. New lore just dropped.
Yeah. Oh, that poor dog is fucked. It's okay.
Why did they give the dog like a sad whine noise when it gets hurt?
So you'd feel bad. It worked.
Why can't it be like system malfunctioning, activating nuclear device?
That would have been too cool.
You know what I mean? Like, it just comes up to you like, I would bark, but I found humans to find it unsettling.
They keep saying things like, Jesus Christ, will you shut up? And stop chasing the car.
The dog played by Brent Spiner.
Yeah.
Captain, I'm afraid.
Hold me as I die.
Captain, I'm
Captain.
going to deflate.
Captain, was I a good boy?
That would be a great edit. That would be an amazingly good edit. Just
Yeah, that guy's running.
of all the ways, man.
We need to send data off the right way.
Ow.
Son of a bitch.
No, Tiger, why? The Enclave hurt the dog.
Fuck.
Kill them all.
They might get me here. Yeah, they got me. Look at that. Minus 60 HP, just insult to injury. All right, let's try that one more time.
Yeah, and everyone exactly. Then they run away with the one with the plasma gun runs away because they know what they're gonna get in for.
Well, he ran away because he was blind. I did that to him. That's what I do.
They call me Jimmy Blindo. I like blinding people.
That's what I do.
Hey, for bravery in the face of adversity and karate kicking a man in power armor for Uncle Sam, I am proud to present you with the Congressional Replacement Torso of Honor.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh, that sounds nice.
Yeah.
It's peaceful.
It sounds like an instrument they'd play on TNG.
It does. They'd be like somebody moving their hands in the air and it would make that chime sound. You know? That's what it would do.
That was a Vulcan classic right there I just played.
That was a Vulcan classic called Devil Went Down to Paylor, and pretty amazing. Do not play the MacGyver theme.
I'm not playing the MacGyver theme.
Yes, you are.
No, I wasn't.
Uh-oh. I'm in danger.
Can you play Nightbird on that chime asking for Troy? God, no. That made me cringe. The sound that was endlessly in her head. I can't stand that.
All right, we can't fucking solo Navarro. Apparently, no fun allowed.
What do you mean you can't solo Navarro? Look like you're doing fine.
All right, well, I got killed. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to kill all the people in the room, and as soon as the actual soldiers come in, I just bug out. That's the plan.
Are we gonna praise Palo up in here? Up in here?
Dog is kill.
They shot its head off.
Yeah, they just ATF that dog.
They shot the dog's head off.
Oh, motherfucker. All right, I'm just going to shoot this lady in the eye hole, and then I'm going to peace out.
Well, they can't follow you on the elevator. That's against the rules.
Yeah, they can't do that. They're not allowed to do that.
That's actually pretty good. You could totally take on Navarro now.
Yep, I just got it. Here, let me just, oh shit, I think they literally crippled my leg. Yeah, they did. All right, that's why we carry a dock deck.
Time to put that leg back on.
Yeah, see? That's why we tagged Doctor at the start of the game. So now we're just going to wait 24 whole hours in here while they just stand still over. Make that a little bit more. One more day.
Gotta show him the strong hand.
Look at that turret.
Yeah. I'm not going to stand in its line of fire.
He has announced that you are history.
Indeed.
This just sounds like somebody's clock. Cool.
And that turret is blind now. dead. And this guy's dead. And we're back in our little crack shack. This asshole's shooting us. And now we just skedaddle back down the elevator and wait there for like 3 days to heal up. Let's first aid it up.
Inspirational time. All right, here we go. As Mike
City.
plays the guitar and go descends to the surface. We shall do
blast
battle.
the Enclave.
They shot my dog's head off, so now
So I
it's
shot
personal.
all their eyes out. This guy's just walking off. It's like-
Operation Peace Out.
welcome. Navarro City. Navarro City. Navarro City. Navarro City, gonna stab a man. Navarro City, gonna stab a man now.
Yeah, it's like the song while you're being chased. I do have a Free Loops version of the song. I just never finished it, and I want to.
I have my demo version, but
It's you can actually match the lyrics up to the way you want it,
yeah.
and we can readjust things. I got started on it when we were doing Magistrat and Mundanus and just never finished because I was in the middle of doing that. But I have it, and I want to release it out to the people who've been working on Knife Fight City stuff in the Discord over there.
Yeah, the
Knife Fight City
wiki.
Cinematic Discord.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
They run the Knife Fight City Cinematic Wiki.
I read the Time Cab script that they sent, and it was excellent.
They
by the
actually
way.
sent the whole ass script.
They have a
This-
whole script
for Time
and,
Cab.
Yeah,
When to?
When to Time Cab, and they had a picture for it, and I'm like, this is good.
Yeah, it's excellent.
Bye.
It's gonna be the best kind of movie if we ever get a chance to make it. You know why?
Why?
Because it's gonna be one of those things where almost nobody will want to watch it, but they'll like the idea.
Well, here's my idea when
They're
it
like,
comes.
Talk
I
about how
think
they watched
I
it.
think Hollywood fucked up in a lot of ways when it comes down to movies. Here's my idea. Hollywood wants you to go and plant your ass in a seat at a movie theater where your shoes are glued to the floor
Yep.
for $20. Then they want to sell you like $8 popcorn and $8 soda, and then they
40
jam
minutes
you
of
in there.
advertisements
And
before
then
you watch
right.
a movie.
So what if instead you said, I'll put this movie on YouTube and I'll say to rent it is $1 and to own it is $1. It's the same price. Now,
Yeah.
would you be willing to spend $1 to shit on a movie? Yes.
Dollar
and-
movies are great.
That's the idea, is you just say like, look, I think this is worth $1 of your time. I think most people have $1. $1 is easy to justify. If you have 100,000 views with $1 movie,
Yeah.
and you have a very reasonable budget, you can make a film.
Well, I think that with the budgets and spaces and stuff that required for making just a small film, we can pretty much do any of it. Because honestly, you just have to have, I don't know, just enough like know how to be able to work with very little. Because some people just can't. They literally
God, no.
get
the most,
frozen.
The
because
most expensive thing that I would have to spend money on is building sets.
yeah.
And even then, I would shoot in like fucking Cleveland or Milwaukee. I would shoot like places that already look like Knife Fight City.
Yeah. You get permits easier.
Oh shit! They
Easy,
crippled
easy.
one of my arms. Oh, time to retreat back into the tunnels.
You can get a permit. You can get police escort, which is very limited, but you know.
No, you could easily shoot a Knife Fight City movie. You just shoot a very discount version of The Warriors.
Yeah.
We have the Warriors at home.
You just have hilarious sequences, and then you follow some very basic film premises. Like every 7 minutes, there needs to be a knife fight.
We need to make sure that
Every
every
7
car in the
minutes.
movie is
Yeah.
something from the Rust Belt.
Oh yeah, something has to be from the Rust Belt, but it's like every 7 minutes there has to be a knife fight movie or a knife in the scene. I want to make it really stupid. I would do a totally over-the-top Bond movie intro with people
Yeah.
dancing in knives.
Yeah, absolutely. The Bond intro thing would be...
That would be half the budget.
It's funny because people would watch and be like, why is there a Bond intro? There's no main character that we know of.
I don't care. It's called they gave us a budget. That was their mistake.
Yeah, exactly.
They can't
Daniel
unburn
Craig is
that
in the
money.
opening, but he's not in the movie.
That's what I mean. I would be like, I would have people on for cameos that made no sense.
Yeah, exactly. You could do
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise. Yeah, Tom Cruise would do it. What do you guys want me to do? Stab people with a knife? No, we want you to be the chef. Yeah, I could do that. Here you go, guys. Here's your macaroni and cheese. Thanks a lot. And then that's the whole scene.
I want.
We couldn't afford him for any
I
more.
want I want absolute mayhem with Knife Fight City. Like if
Yeah.
I shoot that film, I want there to be car crashes, knife fights. I want it to be completely over the top, and I want to shoot the whole thing on real film. I want absolutely bad film grain. I want cigarette burns that are completely unnecessary to indicate real switchover. I want to do.
We could, yeah.
I want to grindhouse the shit out of it.
Yeah.
I want it to be like somebody stabs somebody and blood jets so hard out of them.
Yeah, we just have
that,
like a
it
one of those.
blows the
we have the
actor's
pump.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, but I want the blood to jet out of somebody so much that it like physically fire hoses the actor across the room.
Well, you know that siphon we have?
Yeah.
We just have like a bucket with the blood we want in it, and then just have it coming out of like the part where they're getting stabbed, and just start pumping it really fast. We're like,
What I want is I want a knife and
or it's a water hose.
just yeah, just have Knife Fight City. It's about knife fighting in a city.
No, it should be a water hose with red food coloring. So when they're getting hit, they're like, it's like they're getting so soaked.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's clearly not blood. It's like the red water faded a long time ago. He's just getting hit in the face with a full jet of water.
That'd be great.
Yeah. Or
Knife
the movie
Fight
has to
City.
take place in a hibachi restaurant. Yeah. Exactly.
A hibachi restaurant.
Yeah, it gets knives in the scene easily. There have to be knives on scene in every scene. There needs to be knives.
All right.
I want to
It's in the
set some.
contract.
I want to set stupid film rules like that. Every 7 minutes there needs to be a knife fight, and there have to be knives on scene in every scene.
James Earl Jones comes out on a throne, and he only has a very few amount of lines, but he watches over all the arena fights in Knife Fight City.
He doesn't even get any lines. He just looks disapprovingly at stuff happening. It's like Nick Cage in that, like, Five Nights at Freddy ass movie.
Yeah. Well, Nick Cage likes being in movies, man.
Yeah, man.
He's excited to be in any movie he can do, I guess. But he picks he's very choosy, but he likes because fun.
Yeah. Oh, motherfucker! I shot your sensors. How are you doing this?
We are taking a guess.
It said attempting bypass. It seems to have found a bypass.
Fucking Melvin.
Yeah, if you go to someone's house for dinner, there's more knives on the table than like actual eating utensils. You gotta, it's kind of like that, like Knives Out chair.
Oh yeah, that's a good chair.
Yeah. I'll be quite honest with you. I don't know why the chair was there in the movie. I guess they had to make it title relevant, but didn't need to.
No.
The movie wasn't about any of that.
The second movie wasn't really necessary.
The second movie was not, but it was hilarious. I gotta give it that. It was absolutely not necessary, but
It was funny, but it was like this. No, I could live without that.
Yeah, they were established. I think they just wanted to have the one-time character, and then they're like, wow, this is actually successful. Let's do it again. And Paul Rudd's like, yeah, well, just come to my actual mansion I own on an island. I don't think Paul Rudd owns a mansion on an island, but yeah.
Probably not. No.
I want to imagine that's his house. You know what I mean? Like he has like a giant glass onion house.
Wow, look at that guy.
Yeah. He sure is doing his thing.
He was Morbin.
It's Morbin time. Remember when Scrombles said it's Scrombling time and he scrombled all over those Enclave guys?
Oh, man. I'm going to dance on your grave. Are you
Try me.
going to?
I don't know.
Drill
oh, shit.
Sergeant
Yeah,
just shot.
Sergeant Dornan. He's fucking hilarious.
Just for that, I'm going to pop your eyes like ripe grapes.
Dead.
I'm dead. Damn it.
A lot
yeah.
of dead Enclave guys.
The movie must contain at least 3 non sequitur codec calls about bullshit. Oh, I will gladly do
No, Kodak call. No.
I will gladly do a callback to Metal Gear Solid, including the stock footage cutaways too. Like, they're like you mean the UN resolution against guns, and it
Oh
fades.
yeah. And there's like
Yeah, that's right.
It stutters as it renders a thing.
Yeah, the UN resolution on guns. Back in 2007, there was a massive amount of gun violence, shooting. And so the UN took all the guns, and that's the whole cutscene.
They developed a gun magnet, and they pulled them out of everybody's hand, and it just shows the guns getting pulled away. Just yeet, you know. Yeah.
They have a gunpowder dampening field.
A gunpowder dampening. Yeah, that sounds like something. That sounds like something out of like. Yeah, it's like your gunpowder doesn't work anymore.
It's a gunpowder dampening field. We can't make any explosions in this part of town.
They just made the air like 300% more humid, which is why there's fog everywhere.
It's I don't know. There's like a statue or something, and
At the end, they destroy the gunpowder dampening field generator, and then you hear gunshots just start echoing in
Yeah,
the distance, and they're like, freedom's back.
yeah, it's got the title Knife Fight City. It slices that and just says Gunfight City.
Gunfight City.
Yeah, people had their guns stashed away for that very moment. Have we killed everyone in this base, Goat?
No, there's
Not
still
yet.
these guys over here.
Oh my gosh. In a world where smokeless powder is no longer smokeless.
There we killed Sergeant Dornan. I guess he was a real moron the whole time.
That is perfect.
I think that's everyone.
Well done, Scrombles. You killed everyone in the Enclave at their forward base.
Yeah. Yep. We fucking did it, boys.
And you leveled up.
Let's see.
Bonus move.
No. Fuck bonus move. Bonus hand-to-hand
Wait.
attacks.
Hold on. Before you pick that, you were literally complaining at the beginning of stream about not having bonus moves, and there it is.
No, it was bonus rate of fire.
Oh, okay. Wow, there's so many perks.
Some of them are even worth taking. We're gonna do bonus hand-to-hand attacks so we can Fist of the North Star people.
Yeah, I mean, considering you have a lot of unarmed, it makes sense. All right. So now what do you have to do?
Now I'm gonna take out those turrets, but oh yeah, there's still those guys. But we'll take care of those turrets and those remaining guys, and then we're going to. Oh, where's the enemy? I don't. Oh, those guys. Okay. But we're gonna clear out this base. We're gonna haul as much stuff as we can back to San Francisco to just overload on all the stim packs we can carry, and then we're gonna go fix up that tanker and take it to the Enclave's base and win the game. We're gonna fight the Enclave's version of Scrombles.
Oh man, you said it was Frank Corrigan.
Yeah, Frank Corrigan. We ran
Yep.
into him earlier on. where he just massacres this farmer family in front of us and tells us to fuck off, and he's like 50 feet tall or some shit.
Man, they have no idea. You've been saving this weapon whole game, man.
I've been using it for the past like 4 streams, but yes.
Well, I mean, we're at the end, you know.
Yeah.
The fact that we're beating this is stream 16 of this game.
Oh yeah, 3 is gonna be hilarious just because we're gonna laugh at the jankiness and weirdness of
That
it.
one's gonna be quicker.
Yeah, definitely. It's a lot easier than this shit.
Well, yeah, it's because it's streamlined. You don't have to stop for battle unless you're using
No,
VATS, which I don't.
It's straight up easier too mechanically.
Yeah, I know.
3 is hilariously easy. You can just walk around and hit the VATS button and then just shoot everyone right in the dick instantly at the same time. Yeah, you can RoboCop the whole room. Have you decided how you're going to play it? Because we're slowly making Scrombles smarter over the course of the game.
You can make him a painfully average C student.
Yeah, I could do that. I could do that actually really well.
Just make him.
I was a painfully average C student in school, so I worked.
Unfortunately, the dialogue in Fallout 3 is incredibly bland.
That's what I mean. It doesn't punish you any which way. And then we can make a guy who's slightly smart by New Vegas, so you can take advantage of some of the slightly smarter dialogue.
Well, how much side questing will I do? Anything that's in my way.
Yeah, Mike's going to stumble across everything, and he's going to do everything.
I'm going to probably do it very quickly, too.
Yeah.
I played that game quite a bit, actually, so I know some of it. The end game is probably the only part where I didn't play a whole lot, because you only do it a couple of times, and you're like, I've seen it. It's just a set piece. There's not really much to the end game. You could beat it, and it's over. You find the water chip. That's the end game.
You find the Gek and you use it to purify water, which is, it's so hard to purify Fallout out of water.
Yeah, you purify the ocean, I guess. That's the implication or something. And I'm like,
if you just run water
wouldn't
through
that kill
dirt,
the biosphere?
if you run water through dirt, it no longer has Fallout in it.
What? Are you saying if they just filtered it normally?
Yeah.
Yeah, wow, that's crazy. But that doesn't fit in with what they wrote because they needed miracle science, which... yeah.
I see.
Now everyone has plenty of clean water, but what were they drinking before?
Fuck you.
How does Scrombles get to the East Coast? Well, that's Scrombles in the future.
That's future Scrombles.
By like 30 years.
Is that really 30 years in the future?
It's it's the 2240s in this game, and it's 2277 in Fallout 3.
Opkier. Go for the eyes, boo. Go for the eyes. Yeah, dude. 32 months. Opkier has been around for a long time, man.
Oh, motherfucker!
You have just failed.
You have crashed the existence.
That's why I was saving every 5 seconds. I guess we got to end it here.
No, dude, it's okay.
Oh.
You did good.
Yeah, but this is it for tonight?
Yeah, let's say that'd be good, because when you
Alright.
come back, you can literally just bulldoze your way into the end.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's it for tonight.
There'll be
Thanks.
1 or 2 more streams.
Yeah, we're still working on stuff in the background. We're not doing overworking or anything. It's just this is our first big history project, and we want to do it right and make it right. So that's what we've been working on in the background. Yeah, I just enjoy playing this game and hanging out. I like hanging out while you're playing this. This is actually
blow Death Claws away all fucking day with that Gauss rifle.
Yeah, it's the Sniper Elite problem where you can always watch the bullet cam no matter how many times you've seen it. You're like, I got to see where it's going. It's a weird human fascination. But yeah, everybody, thanks for hanging out with us here in the Courtesy Flush, and Tex and Goat for also hanging out with me here in the living room and playing this weird ass game and me pecking at a keyboard and being weird. So I appreciate everybody for everything, and hope you guys have a wonderful evening. Thanks a lot for stopping by. And is Bionic Babe still playing a game over there?
Looks like.
I'm gonna raid that. I'm gonna raid that channel. How about that?
Let's tell her to come to Brazil again, guys.
Yeah, let's tell her to come to Brazil.
Yeah, tell her to
And
come
then
to
next
Brazil.
Week, we're gonna finish off that Brazilian MRE.
Exactly. So until then, you guys take care. Have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you next time on the Courtesy Flush. Take care.
Bye.
Bam, 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 bam,
Bam,
bam.
bam, 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 bam.
see if she notices.